Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 100th episode of Reaction and Review. Wow. That just feels so weird to say. 100 episodes. Jesus Christ. Well, let's actually hope that this is a good way to celebrate 100 episodes. And if it's not, unfortunately, I'm going to have to blame you guys. Why? Because you were the ones who voted for the 100th episode. And, yeah. You didn't pick Zardoz, you didn't pick Mazes and Monsters, you didn't go for Leonard Part 6, no. You thought that the 100th episode should be that 1997 musical comedy Spice World. Damn it. Okay. Little bit of a backstory here. A lot of you know my absolute disdain for pop music. At least pop music from like 1995 until today. The Spice Girls are one of those perfect examples why I hate pop music today. They are a mass manufactured little pop act that really has no fucking soul and has no reason to be where they are or doing what they are doing. Thankfully, if I'm not mistaken, most of them now are completely washed up and doing fucking nothing, except one of them is fucking a soccer player. Whoopee. Anyway, beyond that, this movie, I don't know why the hell it was made. No, actually, I do know why it was made. Because there were a lot of idiots out there who were really into the Spice Girls and thought it'd be so awesome if they had a movie. Just like how the Beatles had movies where they were all wacky and goofy. And, well, they also are a British pop act, so why not? Oh, God. And the fact that I don't even like the Beatles either, that's sort of a bad sign going in now. But I'm going to give this thing a shot. What the fuck? The movie's only 93 minutes long. It can't be that bad. However, it could also be the most torturous 93 minutes on the face of the fucking earth. I don't know. There's only one way to find out, though. So, without further ado, it's time to kick back, relax, and check out Spice World. You guys hear this shit? Do you hear this god-awful crap I have to listen to? 93 minutes of this. Thanks, guys. I love every one of you, too. Okay. So far, here's what I've pieced together as a plot. Spice Girls have a live show on Saturday. There's some jackass following them trying to film a documentary. And there was like a 30-second scene involving George fucking Wendt doing something, but I have no idea what, nor do I much care. I really wish this movie would offer more, but unfortunately it's not. No. Instead we have bad acting, retarded cameos, and more of this shitty goddamn music. I hate this. Wow. So we have these two idiots from Hollywood who are trying to pitch a story for a Spice Girls movie. It sounds 10 times more interesting than anything I've seen so far in this movie, and their fucking idea is fucking retarded as hell, but goddammit, at least it would have been something. You know, guys, I'm really trying desperately to find something positive about this movie. I really want to like it. Especially since fucking like Spice Girls are all like sexy as hell. It's just, I cannot look past the fact that there's no story here and that all the acting sucks. God damn it, this is torture. Okay, once more, I am completely floored by a cameo by Bob Hoskins in a fucking movie. God damn it, I really thought that Bob Hoskins had better fucking taste than this. Then again, I also thought that he had better taste than to cameo in the fucking Wall, too, so I guess actually my thoughts on Bob Hoskins' taste is way off base. Stephen Fry? They got Stephen Fry to be in this fucking thing, too? God damn it all. I am losing fucking respect for more and more people the longer this fucking film goes, guys. That's really fucking sad. So, this film's glorious attempt at humor is having the two scumbags from Hollywood pitch the very movie we are watching right now, and that's supposed to be funny how? I could maybe understand if this was written by competent writers who weren't fucking brain dead and stupid as hell. But no, with the quote-unquote talent running this fucking movie, it doesn't work. It's not funny, it's not witty, it's not clever. Frankly, I'm just happy that I get to vent about it here, and I will vent about it probably when the movie's fucking done. And that's coming up, and I cannot wait. And so the movie ends with the cast and crew arguing about the plot holes and the questionable writing of the film. Well, guess what? I don't want to listen to all of these assholes do all of the work for me. I'd much rather do it myself. I'm going to have a lot more fun. It's going to be almost cathartic to rip this thing to pieces. Okay, folks, that was Spice World. Yay, that was Spice World. First of all, I would like to say that I stated this before, I'm not a fan of the Spice Girls, so why don't we cover the music first? Music sucked. That actually shouldn't even be a shocker to anybody. The music in this movie is complete shit. It really is. There is nothing likable here, unless for whatever insane reason you enjoy the Spice Girls. You're not going to like the music here. You just aren't. It's that bubbly bubblegum pop bullshit that I personally loathe. And what's worse is, the cameos in this film were from the likes of Elton John and Meatloaf and Richard O'Brien. It's like, these are people who know how to make music. These are people who know what it means to make a good song. None of them get to sing. None of them apparently had any kind of musical input. They're just there for the sake of being there. And a lot of the cameos are almost obnoxious. I mean, it was one thing when they slipped in Stephen Fry and Bob Hoskins and Hugh, Laurie. I mean, all those were sort of cute, even though now I've lost a little bit of respect for all three of those actors. But I'm talking like the shameless cram-ins for people such as Elton John and Elvis Costello. It's like those we really could have done without. They really just felt like they were ham-handedly forced in just because they knew they could get Elton John and Elvis Costello each for about 5 seconds. So it just seemed sort of forced and sort of unneeded. The writing. Well, guys, when you have a movie which itself is openly questioning, mocking, and taking a big steaming shit on its own writing, that's usually a bad sign. Now, I totally understand that they were probably trying to do that to be funny, but I actually think it was just more they were trying to cover their asses when they noticed that the writing in this movie is almost non-existent. I mean, we could have had here the pop equivalent of This Is Spinal Tap, but we don't have that. Because the writing just is not there. Spinal Tap had awesome writing, it had fantastic music, it had great characters. This thing has no fucking story, has music that, at least to me and to others, is complete shit, and has characters who are shallower than a piss puddle. I mean, there's really nothing here. I mean, there was like one scene where our 5 leads are complaining because they're sick and tired of being typecast as their Spice Girls character. So they all try to mix it up. And then for the rest of the film, they all stick with the stereotypes which they were just bitching about not 10 minutes prior in the film. It's really kind of stupid. And that was probably the point. I don't know why the hell they would make reference to it and then spend like 2 minutes with them trying to change it up and then go, you know what, just fuck it. We're just going to have them go and take a piss in the woods and be visited by some of the ugliest, fakest looking aliens in the history of film. Sure, why not? Speaking of that, in terms of story, there is no story. We have a couple of really shallow threads that are all just sort of haphazardly tossed out there. Almost none of them have, closure. The only one that actually has any sort of closure is Questioned, because it is so sudden and so stupid. Again, I feel that was just because they were trying to cover their asses for writing something this, shallow and stupid. Frankly, I'm trying to see if there's any way I could recommend this to anybody. Well, if you want to see five rather sexy women and you don't really care, just go ahead and just mute this and you can just stare at them. However, you're probably better off just getting a porno. In fact, there's a lot of porno out there that has better writing than this. That's saying quite a bit. If you are a Spice Girls fan, you probably already own this, and so there's no point in me even recommending it to you. If you are a Spice Girls fan and you don't own this, well, why not go out and buy it, and you actually will then be one of the 20 people left on the planet who still gives a rat's ass about the Spice Girls enough to own their shitty little movie on DVD. Frankly, to everybody else, you don't want to waste the time with this movie. It is 93 minutes you are never going to get back. And frankly, I feel almost sad that I had to waste all of that time on this thing. But hey, you know what? I did it because you guys demanded this for episode 100. Now, Spice World here came off of the Amazon wish list. The person who sent it in was my buddy Howard. You can find his YouTube channel over at youtube.com/user/heavybassex. I will provide a link. Howard, I thank you for providing episode 100, but I swear to God, the next time I see you in public, the next time you and I meet, I'm going to punch you in the face, and when you ask why... Okay, apparently I just got an email on my phone. I really should have muted that. Anyway, Howard, the next time you and I meet, I'm going to punch you in the face, and if you wonder why, I'm going to tell you that's for buying this asshole, and then just be happy with it. Then I can walk away with a big smile on my face. Well, folks, that is it. That is episode 100, and holy shit, this was one hell of a trip, guys. I'm hoping that the next 100 run a little bit smoother than the first 100, since we did have a couple of hitches at certain points. So, guys, I'd like to thank all of you for sticking with me for 100 episodes, and I'm hoping that most of you will happily stick around for the next 100. And, who knows? Hopefully I'll find something that can wash the horrible taste of this shit out of my fucking mouth. Ugh. God, it just makes my flesh crawl just thinking about the fact I just had to sit through this thing. Well, folks, with that we come to the close of the 100th reaction and review. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, take care, and I will see you all in the near future. Peace.